It sucks because I did an entire recording, felt great about it, and I forgot to turn on my microphone. Alright. After event with Catoblepas. That is not my ringtone. That is not my text tone either. Or at least if I had the choice anyway. I don't know how to mess with iPhones. To tell the truth, there's something I need, and you're the only one I can ask. Brandon, since you're my summoner, I'm sure you're busy, but could you come out with me for a bit? What I want you to do is, well... Can you teach me how to swim? I'd really appreciate it, Brandon. I am the worst person to ask about how to swim. You are asking the absolute worst person on swimming. But I could try if you insist. Oh, thank you. Everything would have been fine back then if I'd only known how to swim. And after my flop, I felt like I couldn't really get fully into that rescue double character I was cosplaying. I figured that if I'm going to cosplay him, I've got to get as close to the real lifeguard as I can. Real lifeguard, huh? Is there a reason you picked here? Oh, well, it's because I think I should be able to look you in the eyes. And I figured I can't have someone teach me how to swim if I can't even look at them. You've got that strange sword of yours, and I'm sure if it's just us in here, I won't have to keep averting my gaze all the time. You see, after the event, I had some people in the know give me a detailed lesson. If Summoner and Transient are in a closed-off space alone, as long as their mutual perceptions do not shift or wane, the rule of the latter will not affect the former. This is because a Summoner Pact is an establishment of hierarchy. That's what my friends who are knowledgeable about the Grimoire said. There's no one at this pool but us today. So there's no need for me to stare at the floor all the time. Or at least, I think so. Even while not cosplaying. Yeah, I guess so. He really wants to get into character. I get it. Sounds like we alone with Catoblepas. Well, Brandon, I'm looking forward to learning from you today. Maybe my chair will stay up while I record this. Okay. Just keep in mind, I'm not the best swimmer. I can't swim at all. Got it, Coach. So, what do we start with? Don't worry, I've been well taught. The trick to teaching super beginners... I remember what that expert said. If you're teaching someone who's absolutely can't swim, start by teaching them how to float. Of course, you can't expect them to float right off the bat. So first thing you want to do is... Alright. First, take a deep breath, then sink to the bottom of the pool, then relax and let go. Is this for real? Sounds like you're sending them to their death. Sounds like you're sending them to his death. Is this actual rules? Or actual method of teaching? Sink? I do often hear that you need to relax in order to float. But are you sure? I don't have to do anything else? Not even move my arms or legs? I guess I have a poor understanding of water, because I don't float. That's what a certain lifeguard told me. Come up right away if you get scared. I'll help if things get dicey. Got it. Well, here goes. Deep breath. Deep. That feels like a trust exercise. What do I do next? I'm just going to sink to the bottom and... Got it! Huh? Hey, my body's actually... Is this? That thing I did just now, that was floating, right? I can't believe it. You actually float after sinking. I actually floated. I thought it was just beyond me this whole time. I mean, you know what they say, right? How if you got a lot of muscle and no fat, you'll have a harder time floating in water. Is that true? Is that true? So I began finding reasons not to do anything athletic. I'd say my hobbies are indoor stuff, or that no one really needs to know how to swim, or... Anyway, I really appreciate you showing me it's possible. Thanks, Brandon. I'm really grateful. Bad at athletics? With that build? Kinda hard to believe. You look like you could do any sport. Oh, well, I was always on the bigger side. That's probably just genetics. People have always called me dull and slow, and I'm always slouching my back and looking down, so I've never been physically active. But if you want to really get into cosplay, You have to shape up and tone your body. So before I knew it, I started picking up muscles, and here we are. Okay, so considering that I did think of, like, if I ever could pull that off, if I could ever pull that off, considering that I thought of a Tezcatlipoca cosplay, good God, how much workout I would have to do. It might as well just be a complete suit and go as Flesh Catoblepas, you know? I'm still really bad at sports and the like, but if all I'm doing is quietly posing, then that's not a hobby that's not a body you stumble into. So if you're bad at moving, that means you're good at not moving? Huh? You're cut out for modeling and cosplay. You're a real deal cosplayer. You really are cool, Catoblepas. I had never thought of it like that. I always thought I was a failure for not being able to move well. It's not like that at all. You came running to help, didn't you? Thanks for always being so dependable. Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. I think I feel a bit better. Though it's not like me facing... Though it's not like me feeling better means all that much. Because today's... nothing. So, do you think we can continue? While this feeling's still fresh in my body? Okay, to the next step. Submerging training. We'll want to, according to that lifeguard, acrylic tokens? We make a game of sprinkling them on the pool floor and picking them up? I see. So I sink down, pick them up, and let myself naturally float back to the surface. I'll give it a try. Is that a thing? I mean, that sounds like, that just reminds me of that little pickup game. Well, that pickup mini game in Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ocarina, whatever. Where you just give the Zora money and then the Zora just throws it off the waterfall and says, go get it. Whew! I got my first one. Alright, so you picked up 7 and I picked up 7. A tie? Sorry, I kinda got really into it. I went in intending to let you win too. Because the whole point of today is to cheer you up, so... I see. That's why you called me here, huh? To make me feel better? Yeah. After all that you went through, I wanted to cheer you up. But, it really didn't go well, did it? Things really don't go well when I'm out of costume. Nope, I feel a bit better. It isn't all processed yet, but I think think time will fix that. Brandon. So, that anime I'm really into lately, Rescue Double, it's about all sorts of teams of lifeguard buddies, and I really like that structure. No one is perfect, and everyone's got weaknesses, flaws, and complexes. What I like about it is how the story isn't about them fixing those problems or getting over them. Your weaknesses are your weaknesses, and your flaws are your flaws. That the show doesn't try to make it look like they're actually strengths or moral victories either. So everyone keeps failing over and over. They'll split their teams up and work with other partners too. Sometimes, though, their flaws and weaknesses happen to match with their next partner. So, the lifeguards' team status and relationships change a lot as the episodes go on. Some who watched it said the teams in the beginning were the best, while others say the latter ones are way better. It's not like things in the show improve or worsen, they just change. They don't stay the same. Sometimes relationships in it can't go back to what they were. Sometimes it's really sad, really gut-wrenching. But the memory of what their relationship used to be, that always remains in both. That's what they both carry on. I'm a cosplayer and not an actual anime character. So things aren't going to work out for me like they do in the shows. Still, the things I learned from anime are still in me. They stay with me. I remember that poor swimmer, and I remember the sand dragon. And this summer we spent together, I want to keep on remembering it. Thank you, Catoblepas. I won't forget this summer either. I'm glad we'll both remember. Brandon. At first, you were my cosplay buddy. Then you became my summoner. But, well, if you're fine with it, of course, I'd like to be... I'm usually never the one to initiate, but... love you, Brandon. Jeez. Just out and saying it like that. Didn't we already do that? Huh. Um, uh, again, I'm not the one. I'm not the type to initiate, but I'd like us to spend the evening together. I want the two of us to watch tomorrow's sunrise together. Jesus. Whew. Did not expect that for Catoblepas. That was practically date quest level.